to the movie of what if, or no, what if Luffy and Robin found love? So basically, this is not going to be read. This is me just coming up with headcanon. So yeah, the other series did really good. What if Nami and Luffy were bonded by love? Got a ton of views. Like I think it's at 3K views. Yeah, a lot of views. Um, and I'm actually trying to see which one can get more views. Uh, so I'm gonna create a series. It's going to be called Luffy Ships, and this is gonna be put in there. Without further ado, let me shut up and stop explaining this. Let's hop right into the what if. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Wait, 1 second. Dang, but that's fire. Okay, so we see as it's now the before the 2 year time skip. After the Enies Lobby arc, we see as Luffy and Robin then like feel a pain on their hands simultaneously as they're both sitting down at the table for dinner that Sanji has made. As Robin looks down as she sees her hand, and her eyes kind of twitch as she says, "Huh?" And Luffy is shocked as well. Robin just covers it up, thinking that she'll read up on it or try to read or figure out what it is. As Luffy, after the dinner's over, he just feels like he needs to go to Robin. So, as a matter of fact, he goes to Robin and he tells her about this. Robin is in shock. As she says, she has the exact. I'm gonna take this thing out of my mouth. She has the exact same thing. Do you know what it is? Luffy says no. Wait, let me go in the first person view because me storytelling is not good. No. Do you know what it is? No, I just got it on my hand. Well, it seems like we're going to have to learn what is happening. Later that night, Robin reads up on some books. She calls Luffy. Luffy. Yes, Robin-san? It seems these seals on our hands are love seals. So we're bonded together. Huh? Okay, that's weird. As everything in canon happens regularly, and we have the 2 year time skip. Where when Luffy comes back and he finally meets Robin, he runs up to Robin, grabbing her in this pose that you see right here. As he's jumping in the air and saying, "Robin, it's been so long since I've seen you." As Robin just smiles. Her and Luffy, Luffy and the rest of the Straw Hats, and go on the ship as the Straw Hats are a little, like, what's going on here? We can see as Luffy and Robin are in a room and they're kissing with Luffy's hands on her shoulder. No, with Robin's hands on Luffy's shoulder as it's starting to get real intimate. And they then get to the process where they start to remove their clothes as it then leaves our point of view. As we then see as Luffy, dang, I did not put much thought into this. We then see as Luffy wakes up in the morning beside the bed with Robin. Robin-san? As Luffy gets up and he's about to get out the sheet, as he just feels cold. He looks down to see his family jewels as he gets a flashback of what happened last night. He then sighs as he says, "Oh." As he puts on his clothes and he walks out of Robin's quarters. And Nami, well, she didn't sleep in the women's quarters. As Luffy walks out the door, Robin, her eyes just slightly open. Oh no, Luffy brushed his teeth and everything. Don't worry, that's why his teeth are so white. If you're wondering, Robin slightly opens her eyes as she gets up, and she feels cold as well. What is this? And she looks down to see her boobs, or and they're uncovered as Robin rushes to put on clothes. And she walks out the door. For some, let's just say there's a docking area. Not really a docking area, but like a little hallway that they have to go through for the quarters. And they actually walked a little way as Luffy and Robin end up coming at the exact same time. As the rest of the crew is now suspicious, they ask Robin and Luffy why they're both coming out at the exact same time, and they're surprised that Robin didn't wake up earlier, as she's usually either the first or the second one to wake up. As Luffy and Robin then get a big blush on their face. Sanji, he's just over there agonizing. Zoro just says, Okay, Zoro's not like Sasuke in this one. So Zoro just says, As Nami has a smirk and a kind of like a blush on her face. As we then see, as Frankie's like, super. And, they all have their initial reactions. Usopp with the most funniest of Usopp's eye bulged out of his eye socket, and his body, you would think that he had the gumdrop fruit, not Luffy. As we then skip to the Dressrosa arc, as we then see as Luffy's carrying Robin. Before this, they had a couple of intimate nights as Luffy then runs as he's in the middle of the Doflamingo fight. Now Robin, sensing that her seal lighting up, sensing that Luffy's in trouble, and starts to run over to Luffy's direction as the seal is pulling her there. As Usopp says, "Robin, what am I supposed to do? Just fight." And she leaves Usopp. She then gets to when Doflamingo is about to apparently kill Luffy, and before Law can do anything, she then twists her hands as a giant hand that smacks right into Doflamingo. As then Luffy uses this as an opportunity, as he then does a Reed Hulk, as he punches Doflamingo right in his face. But although this actually hit Doflamingo, it's not enough to lower his HP. As Luffy then goes into Bone Ramon, as Robin then goes into her demon form. As this is deadly in and of itself. Luffy's punching around Doflamingo, and Robin's getting her couple of hits. As Luffy then says, "Elephant bazooka," as he sends Doflamingo flying. As Robin then sets up her hand, and then she does that same fishman karate thing that she did when she was fighting Black Maria. Spoiler alert. As she slams this right into Doflamingo. As Doflamingo then comes rushing straight back at Luffy, with him coughing out blood, is lost just in shock. As Luffy then smirks and he says, Elefante gun. As yes, Luffy does his elephant gun and he punches Doflamingo all the way across, well, Dressrosa and down into the ground. As now they have to deal with Fujitora. Fujitora just wanting to test out this duo's power to see if they'll be a threat to the Marines. Then does a gravity pillar as it smashes into Luffy. Boy Hancock yells out and she says, "No, Luffy!" And she then tries to slam both of her palms into, what's his name? Fujitora. As Fujitora gets up from this, Fujitora then sends a gravity pillar right at Robin, as then Sabo then comes in as the handyman, doing a fire fist as Fujitora blocks it. He's already dealt with Bastille pretty darn easily. As him and Fujitora are scuffling, the gravity waves then go away, as Luffy then exits Bound Man, not as exhausted as he was in the main timeline, as Robin then exits her devil form, as she then grabs Luffy, actually having a little bit more stamina than Luffy here because, well, she didn't really do anything except for spread the hockey around her body. As we can see as the one and only Zoro just doing his thing. As Robin gets Luffy to a safe area, and she then smacks Luffy in the face saying, "What were you thinking, fighting Doflamingo all by yourself?" But I had Law with me. As she then smacks Luffy in the face again, as she grabs Luffy with tears gushing out of her eyes. She says, "You could have died. My seal was lighting up because you were in trouble." "Oh, I'm sorry, Robinson." As she then yells, "I don't want to hear that bull crap." As Luffy just grabs her by her head and kisses her. As Robin just calms down. We didn't skip to when Luffy. Oh. We didn't skip to when Luffy. We skipped Whole Cake Island as Robin and Luffy try to do that same duo. As Robin actually is doing more damage, considering that she has Haki, she has her ginormous arms and her legs technique. She has not used the demon technique yet. But she slams her palm into Big Mom with a Haki enforced slam, as she sends Big Mom, not really flying, but she pushes Big Mom back. As Big Mom's then nailed with an Elefante gun by Luffy. As Luffy then stumbles back. Robin said, "This is an attack I learned from Koala and Sabo, but it's inspired by Luffy." She then says, "Demon Palm through," as it's kind of like Go no Gatlin, as multiple amounts of slaps are pushing Big Mom back. As she hockeys up her arms to try and block these. As Luffy then rushes right over at Big Mom. But then Katakuri comes as he punches Luffy in his face, and then Luffy then goes to fight Katakuri as he exits Bound Man. As Robin listen, where's Luffy? And she realizes her situation. She's fighting Big Mom alone. As she is in pure fear. Now, Luffy didn't necessarily leave her. What's Katakuri's sister's name? Frappe? Oh no, isn't Frappe like the bad one? Or is that Crampe? I don't know, but one of the pays, the one with the mirror fruit, then puts Luffy into a mirror. As we get to the point where we see Luffy about to kill. No, we didn't see his Kaku and Luffy's fighting. Luffy, well, kind of goes the same in the canon as he's getting his butt kicked by Katakuri. He learns future sight, blah 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 blah. We didn't skip over Robin's perspective as she just got punched the living crap out of by Big Mom. And she gets back up and she says, "This is for Luffy-san. You..." As she hushes up her arms and she slaps Big Mom right in her face, sending Big Mom sailing off. Like, actually, not really flying, but pushing her back. She gets back up. It didn't really affect her, but it affected her. Like, it hit her a little bit. You know, that hurt. Robin, that hurt. As Big Mom starts to go crazy. Robin's running. As Robin then says, "Just breathe. It's okay." As Robin doesn't know what she's doing, but she just puts her palm out. As a ginormous fist then pushes right at Big Mom. As Big Mom then gets punched right in the center of her body. As this was a reroll punch. As we know that reroll doesn't really affect Big Mom and Kaido, but it stings a little bit. As Big Mom's flying, Robin, she doesn't really know what she's doing. Like I said, she's like half unconscious. As two legs appear and they just keep slamming down into Big Mom. Reroll slams. As Big Mom and Robin then stop fighting. Well, Big Mom, that hurt. Like, all of those attacks, reroll infused hurt. As she is about to kill Robin. Like, no, go. She's about to kill Robin. One of the Straw Hats saved Robin, but Robin was about to die, you feel? That was Big Mom that she just pissed off. We all know what happens when you piss off Big Mom. She puts on her underscale. I don't know. Okay. We didn't see as Luffy. Oh, this is kind of going to be a short movie. We didn't see as they're now in Wano. As Luffy then no. We didn't see as Robin and Luffy are sitting in the cruise ship as they're embracing each other, grabbing onto each other, ripping each other's clothes off. And yeah, then they do the nasty. As they're on their way to Wano, Robin says, "Big Mom nearly killed me, and you nearly got killed by the enemy. I don't think you're ready to take on another Yonko." As they then fight Kaido. Luffy then gets to the point where he fights Kaido because he thinks that his crew's dead. And we then skip to the raid on Onigashima. As before this, Luffy and Robin are kissing, and then they do the nasty. As they come out, and they say, "Raid on Onigashima starts now." As they didn't jump out of their ships, they didn't get to Kaido. As Kaido then looks at Luffy and Nami, at Luffy and Robin. As I know, I'm definitely gonna have to make this thumbnail way more juicier if I want the views. Why am I thinking about that right now? As we can see, as Robin gets into a fight with Black Maria, she completely destroys Black Maria because she has a little hold now that she's on Wano about what Rio is, and Luffy kind of told her what Rio is by teaching her what Riwo is through a certain stick. Yeah. As Luffy and Robin are now... Wait, Black Maria is already defeated, and we now get to the point where we are kind of in the story right now. As Robin then gets... As she then slams her palm into Queen with a Riwo infused attack, sending Queen flying back. Ooh, I got some bars. And I'm finna rack. Look at your big nose. It looks like that. You look like a pig, but you look like a crap. Man, you okay, I can't say that stuff on YouTube. As we can see, as Robin and Luffy are now no, Robin is now on top of Onigashima, where Kaido is. And Luffy, he's now mastered Conquer Saki coding. Spoilers. Skip 20 seconds ahead. As him and Robin then get happy. As Luffy infuses Conquer Saki, Robin builds up her Riwo. As they both attack Kaido's, they're actually double teaming Kaido. Momonosuke, as he's doing the flame clouds and stuff like that. And Yamato, as she's disarming all the bombs. As Luffy takes down Kaido, and we can see at Luffy, Luffy who's taking down Kaido. Onigashima then starts to fall as Momonosuke hasn't gotten full grip on the flame clouds. They nearly hit Onigashima, but Robin uses her hands and she grabs Onigashima. As Luffy goes to the bottom of Onigashima and Tank Man, let's just say he stuffed up a lot of food, and he tries to hold up Onigashima. Zoro just, billionfold world, the king, slicing King's entire suit in half. As Yamato, it hasn't fully dropped to Onigashima, but it's still falling, even though Luffy and Robin are trying to hold it up. As Luffy, his arms are getting bigger and bigger, and he's like, no, I can't hold it up. As Luffy then loses grip as he drops, his life been flashing before his eyes, blah, 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 blah. Luffy's devil fruit then then burns in his eyes. Thank God. Hiccups. As Luffy then says, please don't wake up again. He doesn't say that. He then tells him to put his hand up. As he puts his hand right in front of the Onigashima, the Onigashima that's about to fall on him. And then the air then becomes thick as Onigashima then falls right on that ginormous substance of air. As Luffy's devil fruit's awakened, as it's holding up Onigashima, as Luffy's standing on air now. Luffy, and this isn't spoiler because Luffy's fruit has not awakened. Momo then gets the flame clouds as they're all safe now. We can skip to the part where Luffy becomes the pirate king. As Robin, he finally marries her and she's now his queen. As they have 2 kids. One's name is, Rufy. The other one's name is, Rana. Okay, so her name's spelled R-L-A-N-A. Gosh. As they are the pirate kings. No, as he's the pirate king and she's her queen. By this time, they've taken the world government. Saba's the leader of the Revolutionary Army, and Kobe's the fleet admiral. If Kobe and Luffy get into a big fight, well, it's a friendly fight, don't worry. They get into a big fight, as then the one and only. Oh, as Luffy, he just became the Pirate King like 5 years ago, and Zoro King, he finally decides it's time to take on Mihawk. As Luffy, you says, you can do it, Zoro, you can do it, and stuff like that. As Zoro says, now, as his blades are then filled with Kankasaki coating and Riwo. As these are 3 Zoros, as he then says, ultimate attack. The billionfold world. Try whatever it's called. As he just slices Mihawk's blade to pieces. Luffy's kids, they grow up to be Rana grows up to be a Marine Vice Admiral. And Luffy grows up to be, well, an Emperor of the Sea. As we then see, Rana is actually Admiral. As we then see as Luffy and Robin are on their deathbed, as they say, Robin says, Luffy, thank you back then for saving me. As Luffy then says, Robin, thank you for coming in my life when you did. As you can hold hands, as their 2 kids are sitting at the bed, and they're saying, Mom, Dad, as they then both die with smiles on their faces. You know, like that one movie where the man was old and the woman was old? I think the woman lost her mind. It was a great movie. Go watch it. It's on Netflix. It looks like a boat, and then the sun's going down, and they're in the sea. It looks like that, something like that. I forgot what it's called. Comment down below if you know it. And also, share to all of your friends on social media platforms, because this is the end of this What If. I know it's a pretty short movie, but I didn't really put a lot of thought into this. I might do a redo, but share to your friends if you want that redo. Get this video to over 500 views, or 300 at least, if you want me to do a sequel. Or okay, if you get 300 views, I'll do the sequel. If you get over 500 views, I'll do a reboot of this What If. But yeah, share to all of your friends on social media platforms. Tell them to share to their friends, and share to their friends, so we can get the word out on this channel, so then I can get 500, and then after that get a 1,000, then after that get 5,000, then after that get 10,000, then after that get to 15,000, and finally get monetized. So yeah, peace.